Hi everyone, it's Lily, and it has been a hot minute since I made a video, but I just want to let you know that I graduated college, so that's pretty cool. I was focusing on that for a bit, but I'm back to make more videos for you. And today I'm pretty excited. This is a package I got. It's from Andymation, and he was doing a Kickstarter where he made his own flipbook kit, and so in here there's like a little tracing tablet and a few little decks of cards to make flipbooks. I've never made a flipbook before, so I'm pretty excited to try this out and see if I can do this. All right, let's get started. All right, so this is a pretty good sized box. Andymation's Flipbook Kit. If you haven't checked out this YouTube channel, definitely I recommend it. He has some really cool flipbooks and they totally got me pumped to try this out. I'm not sponsored or anything, by the way, just making that clear. I just decided to support this Kickstarter on my own, and I just wanted to give it a try. Alright, so now let's open it. Oh, cool. Alright, so it opens kind of like a book, and there's this black foam to, like, you know, protect things. I'm assuming this is kind of like a how-to guide, like an instruction manual. Oh, that's cool. This has movements of the two-legged figure. So this kind of helps you understand how to make somebody look like they're walking, and which is like probably the most difficult thing to animate. And running, and some forward shots and backward shots, ball bouncing. That's cool. That's pretty cool. We've got probably just a normal number 2 pencil. It's cute. It has the whole logo design on it, which is pretty neat. This is the light tracing pad. Pretty excited for that. And under here, we've got these little screws to hold the books together. Oh, that's so cute, this little eraser. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. I love this. Power cord. Oh, and this is cool. These are in boxes to keep all the cards together. That's awesome. I think you can buy refill packs online. So yeah, if I run out of these, maybe I'll get some more refills. Got 2 of these. And this is pretty cool. This is one of Andy Bailey's own flip books, and so I have a copy here, so that's pretty neat. I can give this a try. I believe this is on his YouTube channel, so you can go check out his YouTube channel if you want to look at his flip books. Oh, and last but not least, let's check out this little light box, mini light box that was included in the kit. It has plastic on it. I swear, this is like the most satisfying thing to do in the world. I have a light box, and it's much bigger than this, obviously, but this is pretty similar to it. You plug it in, and then it lights up, and then it lets you trace on things. And so, yeah, let's plug it in and let's see. Okay, so it only comes with a USB cord, and a life hack I learned with my other light box is that you can use a portable charger to light this up, and then it's way easier than trying to plug it into a wall. It makes it portable, super great, so that's what I recommend doing. A couple different settings. Got off, kind of brighter, then I got super bright, and yeah, so having the 2 different options for how bright you want it is really nice. So this was everything included in the flipbook kit, and so now that you've seen everything, let's get started on a flipbook. So I decided to make a solar eclipse flipbook, and I used this stencil tool which made drawing the same size circles very easy and convenient. I decided I wanted to animate a solar eclipse because I wanted to try animating something atmospheric rather than something character-based, and I absolutely love anything to do with space. I've been thinking about the total solar eclipse that I saw in 2017 and just how amazing it was. And ever since I saw it, I knew I wanted to do some sort of art piece involving a solar eclipse. And the moment I remember being the most amazing was how the ring, and during the total solar eclipse, the ring was kind of like shimmering, and I'm assuming this was because of the solar flares coming off of the sun's surface. Anyway, I wanted to capture this beautiful shining effect, and so I tried to do something similar to this, and although it is a flipbook, and I definitely had to, because I was animating it, I made it more cartoony and more simplified, and a little bit more like characterized, I suppose you could say. So yeah, when I got the initial pencil sketches done for the total eclipse part, the flipbook looked something like this. The next step was to sketch the beginning and the end of the flipbook. So a little bit more about this flipbook kit. The paper included is quite nice. It's fairly thick cardstock kind of type paper, and it definitely could handle a variety of mediums. Probably the best mediums to use on this paper would be pencil, colored pencil, or marker, but the acrylic I used worked out pretty well. It only got a little bit warped, and that can easily be fixed by just smashing it in between some books. Watercolor probably would not be a good idea, but I could see gouache working out pretty great. I actually wanted to use gouache in the first place, but I didn't have any white gouache, so that wouldn't have worked out. Anyway, the light pad is a great piece of technology. It's simple in design, but the two little pegs that the paper fit on makes the animation process a breeze. Each paper is automatically aligned, and I absolutely love that. The pre-drilled holes add the option to bind using the screws, which is also a very nice option, and it makes the flipbook look very nice and clean and professional, and it's a very simple process too. Even the power cord included seems like it's higher quality. Rather than just being a normal plastic cord, it's actually braided rope, and yeah, so this is a great kit. I'm very glad I picked this up. And I recommend it to anybody who wants to get into animation. The flipbook looked something like this. And I wanted to add color to my flipbook, but I wasn't quite sure which medium to choose. In order to get a relatively consistent surface that would take less time and be more cost effective than using something like alcohol-based markers, I decided to use acrylic paint. And the cards in this flipbook seemed thick enough to handle the paint with minimal warping, and it worked pretty well. Here I am using dark blue for the high contrast parts of the total solar clip part of the flipbook, and so I painted and I painted and I painted and I painted all of the circles, and then the flipbook looked something like this. And so now it's time to do all the backgrounds, which honestly, I wasn't entirely sure how to execute. The sky changes tones, and I'm not sure if this is quite realistic. I just kind of went with my intuition regarding this. But I mean, this is an animation, and the magic of animation is that you can bend reality to create a feeling in the viewer rather than, just sticking to real life. Because I mean, if you're just trying to make everything photorealistic, why even animate at that point? It's like, just go use a camera. So yeah, I was trying to wrap my brain around what tones the sky would change into if something like this was to happen again, if I were to watch it again. And so I painted each frame, and first I did the high contrast total solar eclipse part, all of them dark blue. And then I branched out into the transition frames where the sky changes tone and the moon moves slowly across the sky. And the sun was very confusing to paint. I decided to make it more like a bright blur rather than a stylistic sun. After I did all of that, which took probably around 5 hours, if not a little bit longer, everything was dry, and I decided to finally bind the flipbook together using the binding screws, which are great, like seriously, those are an amazing part of this flipbook kit, and I'm very happy to have them. Made it a lot simpler to keep everything together. And yeah, so this is the final outcome, my first ever flipbook. For first try, I think it went pretty well. It took me maybe an hour and 20 minutes to animate just the pencil sketch. And then yeah, close to 5 hours, if not longer, to paint every frame. There are a lot of frames, and I used a lot of paint. But all in all, I like how it turned out. Some parts could be smoother and cleaner, for sure. I'm still learning, and this was a good first experience. The light pad definitely made the process of animating very smooth, and I definitely recommend checking out this flipbook kit if you're interested in getting into animation. I'll have a link in the description to his website if you'd like to check that out. Anyway, I just want to thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye!